everything, like what I was doing, what I was going to do, and things that didn't even happen to me. It took over my life, and I never got to have any fun because I was constantly worrying. My testimony is one of the prime examples of why Jesus tells us not to worry and how worthless it is. He tells us this in Luke 12:22-26. Then Jesus said to his disciples, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or about your body, what you will wear. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothes. Consider the ravens. They do not sow or reap. They have no storeroom or barn, yet God feeds them. And how much more valuable are you than birds? Who of you, by worrying, can add a single hour to his life? Since you cannot do this very little thing, why do you worry about the rest?" So my first point I want to hit on is how worthless worry is. Jesus is telling us this in verse 25 by saying, "Who of you, by worrying, can add a single hour to his life?" The verse is saying that when you worry, time doesn't stop. Your life is still going on, and you're missing out because you're choosing to worry over something you probably don't have any control over. I'm a perfect example of this because it happened to me, and I lost part of my childhood because worrying didn't add anything to my life. It just took things away. I was worrying over things I had absolutely no control over, and to be honest, none of us really have control over what's going to happen in our lives. But God has a plan and a purpose for our lives. So the next point I want to hit on is our purpose in life. So verse 23 says, "Life is more than food." So right now, I just want you to imagine this apple being your entire life. See, it's kind of crazy to think about because first of all, look at the size of you compared to this apple. It's pretty significantly different in size. And second of all, this is an inanimate object. And you're an actual person, you're living, you're breathing. There's just absolutely no point to worry over something this small. Life is more than food. So now, I want you to take the word food out, and you can put anything in that can fit into your life. So I'm going to use the example of what I look like. So now I want you to imagine life being all about what you look like, represented by this mirror. See, it's also crazy to think about because look at the size of you compared to this mirror. And this mirror is an inanimate object as well. Life is more than what I look like. Yeah. See, Jesus tells us, or God tells us in Romans 8:28 that we are called according to his purpose. And I can tell you right now that our purpose in life is to not be worrying over the little things that worry us, like what we wear, what we eat, or about food, or about what we look like. I can give you two reasons on trying to do that. First of all, I don't see any of these signs hitting any part of the world, in any business place. And second of all, Jesus lays it out for us in Luke 12:22 by saying, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life." He gets straight to the point because he wants us to get it in our heads, because he doesn't want us to do it. So what's the solution to worry? So Luke 12:31-32 says, "But seek his kingdom, and these things will be given to you as well. Do not be afraid, little flock, for your Father has been pleased to give you the kingdom." Yes. Right. So when Jesus says seek his kingdom, he means seek him. Instead of looking to the things that worry us, like what we wear, what we look like, we need to look to Jesus. Yeah. Because Jesus came to give us life to the full. And when we're worrying, we aren't living life to the full. We're not even putting our faith and trust in God. That's right. So in Jeremiah 29:13 says, "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all of your heart."
That's it.
The answer to worry is right there. You've got to seek Jesus with all of your heart, because when you're doing that, you're putting your faith and trust in him, and as well, there's no room for worry in our lives.
That's right.
Thank you.